Hello and welcome to this evening taste challenge. I have two 40% alcohol. I think I check. Might be wrong. Mezcals, espadin mezcals. Oh yeah, 43%. Something kept telling me that's not right. That's not right. Okay, so different proofs. I'll show them to you. Apologize for that. 43%. 86 proof. Okay. Yeah. Okay, come on. Calm down. Cool it. All right, so I've got El Silencio, the Silence, which I think at one time or maybe now was affiliated with this like resort in Mexico. It's like the Silence, El Silencio Resort, where you can go and hang out and taste mezcal and eat food, and it's like a nice fancy resort. But I found out that it was bought out like literally this week, like today, by a company called IJW Whiskey, which doesn't even have a website yet. It's a dark brown bottle. It looks black. Oh no, kittens don't drink mezcal. Sorry. Get away from that keyboard. Get your face out of my glass. Kind of splashed it when I poured it. Okay, so it's got this smoked glass bottle, like this matte finish, but it's really dark brown glass because I don't think they can even make black glass. When you get a black glass bottle, it's usually very dark brown or very dark purple. I've noticed that, like Hennessy Black, which I don't know if they make that anymore. They used to make Hennessy Black, and that black bottle was really dark purple. It's a really dark indigo bottle. Okay, here is Xicaru Reposado. And these were both introduced in 2013, all right? So they both came out at the same time. Xicaru apparently is still owned by the same company, which is called Xicaru. Man, if this thing would focus, I'd be excited. There we go. There we go. Finally. Poured too much. No. They both have these rubber. Now that one's a twist cap. This is a rubber stopper. Really, it's really neoprene, which is like a synthetic rubber from DuPont. They use it on tennis shoe soles. All right. So appearance. El Silencio wins, says Ronnie S. We'll see. Clancy Woodard says, hey, Jay, what's up? Well, I was working all day since 5:28 this morning. That's when I clocked into work, 5:28 this morning. Now I'm resting. Let's look at the websites. I don't think they're going to be much different, honestly. These are not the Espadin, Mezcal El Silencio, Espadin. Now, they said they're going to rebrand it, not maybe change it. Like they're going to try to refocus it, get it more popular or whatever. The new IJW Whiskey. Made for the firebrand who likes options. Okay. Our espadin mixing mezcal is the perfect companion cocktails or simply on its own. So they're telling you it's a mixer. It's 43% alcohol as opposed to the regular 40. A sharper taste than our Joven premium blended. Well, I haven't seen the Joven. And a more authentic agave liquor flavor. This mezcal is perfect for spicing up margaritas or Bloody Marys or Bloody Marias, adding a little more smoke to your smoke and bitters, or simply sipping on in the heat of the sun or by a raging fire, or with a kitten running around. I like how they say espadin is a pure agave mezcal. All mezcal is 100% agave. Mezcal is not allowed to have filler. They can't make mezcals can't be a mixto. Now here's Xicaru. Fernando Santabanez saw the opportunity to create a mezcal with a nuanced and balanced profile. All right, everybody sees the opportunity, you know. But apparently this never bought out. Now maybe tomorrow that will change. Aged 4 months, is double distilled. Forgot to put that in notes. They're both, like I said, espadin mezcals. And they both run about $30, $32. But I noticed after I bought the El Silencio that Mathern's had it on discount for $50. But I didn't buy another bottle because I mean I already had it. But boy, I would have loved it. I would have loved to have gotten this for $15. Cheers to you, Brian Carpenter, Joe Cobb. Cheers to you, Joe. Ronnie S. says, I'd love to go hang out at that El Silencio resort. You may not love to pay the price. Do you have new potatoes in Louisiana? You know, the little ones about the size of a golf ball? Yeah, new potatoes. Oh, yeah, I love those things. Hope y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Brian. I know Canada had their Thanksgiving last month. They have it in October. That kitty is sure taking a liking to you, Ron. Please. Pets are good for mental health, and petting animals lowers blood pressure. Well, I checked my blood pressure Sunday, which that was yesterday, and it was 112/67. But she's kind of raising my blood pressure with all this craziness, I think. But it is lower, but it never was high. Come on. What do you want? I'm doing a tasting. That's what I'm doing. The J&B will help me deal with the distant relatives, says Brian. Oh, yeah. What are you thankful for this year, Ron? Says Ronnie S. Well, everything. They are supposed to be stress relieving, but yes, she might be a bit of a handful right now. Oh. Get off the loose leaf paper if you don't mind. Let's see about this El Silencio. Let me see if they still have that resort. I know those can be kind of a touchy business. Like it'd be awesome one year, and the next year you go back, it looks run down. But I don't go to resorts. Rare ingredient. Okay, all right. Yeah. I'm looking at this. It's like real fancy. We revived the ancient art of artisanal mezcal. Oh yeah, and so has everyone else. IJW Whiskey Company LLC. And they bought it like, I'm telling you, like in the last few days. They're not showing anything about a resort. They have the ensemble, the espadin, and the rare. I've seen only the espadin. Let's see if they still have that resort. El Silencio Resort, Mexico. Casa Silencio. Well, it's showing that it's still in business. Tour and tasting. But sometimes these companies go out of business. They don't take the website down. But it looks like it is. I was saying 2024. Oh, but I don't care. I'm never going to go there anyway. And it's still showing a link, so I don't know. Is it still a resort and a spa? Right, a resort and a spa. So is it still in business? Is it out? I don't know. It's not really relevant to this video, but there used to be when you got on there, they would show the resort first, and then they would link it to the liquor. But it's sort of like the whole operation was kind of confusing because Constellation Brands had their hand in it. So, but corporate, these things change. Like the song says, everybody's changing. Corporation names. All right. Going to make some shake and bake chicken, new potato seasoned with a bit of smoked paprika and some broccoli. Fairly healthy supper, surely better than fast food. I think I would love that. Ronnie says he'd be thankful to go there. The amount of young people I know that live off fast food is staggering. I don't know how they do it, let alone afford it. Very expensive or in the long haul and probably not that healthy. But I did eat Church's chicken today, so I can't say too much because I had a coupon. I got 5 pieces of chicken, mashed potatoes, and coleslaw, and two honey. That's 9 items. 2 honey butter biscuits for $10.99. I did it, and I've got 3 pieces of chicken left and a biscuit left. But I did cook my own food Sunday. Yesterday I did have my own food that I barbecued those hamburgers, and I cooked my own rice. Now, what are you doing? Don't knock the cans over. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. That is a good deal. I do have a soft spot for Kentucky Fried Chicken myself because I don't get it off. Well, we used to have a Kentucky Fried Chicken, but they closed down in this town. I used to live off of Taco Bell back when it was very cheap. Oh, yeah. You still get that dollar menu. I think because of the tariffs, Canada is trading war with Commonwealth countries. So I got Australian grass-fed beef for the same price as the normal stuff here. Very good. Made a burger with it for lunch. Excellent, excellent. I don't think Canada, the United States, is about to work out their little trade dispute. So even Taco Bell is pricey in Canada now. Fast food prices raised a lot. I got a double stuffed taco from Taco Bell last week, and it was $1.99 plus tax, $2.19 after tax, $2.19 after tax. It was pretty good. I mean, it had a lot of beef in it, and lettuce and cheese, and sauce, some kind of like remoulade sauce or something like that. All right. I don't think there's going to be much of a challenge here. I don't think I'll be able to figure it out. Smells like black pepper and agave. Just smell like the typical thing. Yeah, black pepper, agave, bell pepper, not, but this one has more smoke. And Silencio was talking about the smoke a little bit. Smoke. I hope they do. We have talked about it before. It seems more political than economic. Would be nonsensical to throw away 100+ years of trade. Oh yeah, they're not gonna. That's all just negotiating tactics, and people get all dramatic about it. Probably work it out. I think they'll work it out. Like the Beatles, we can work it out. Oh wait, they couldn't work it out. They broke up. But anyway, the bad example. All right. I mean, like Sonny and Cher. Okay, bad example. I mean, like Captain and Tennille. Love will keep us together. Never mind. All right. I'll start giving examples. All right. Well, maybe a little smoke, but probably not really. I don't care what their website says. A little bit of smoke and no smoke. A little bit and nothing. A little bit and nothing. Yes, Ronnie S says they'll work it out in the end. A little bit and nothing. Okay. I think this is El Silencio because it has a little smokiness, but it is. It is. Okay. So that tipped me off because their website said it was a little bit. Now the website was fair because they said a little bit smoky. And that is exactly correct. It's a little bit smoky, but profoundly or really even like interestingly smoky? No, I don't think so. Now, is it a good product? Yeah. Like I said, they both about $30, 30, 32, something like that. Unless you go to Mathern's on an off day, like some random day, and they got it for $15. And I hope you don't think that lasted more than about 3 hours, because I can assure you it did not. They had like 6 bottles in the basket. It was probably a case. And I was like, should I buy another one? I was like, nah, can't buy everything on sale. And it was going like in a snap. Well, you know it was going in a snap. It was kind of when they had Teeling Irish whiskey small batch for $14.99. I hope you don't think it lasted long. I bought my bottle, and that was a close call because it was like boom. Because it's normally like $40 and had it for $14.99. Crazy. But true. To me, this is me. I think this El Silencio is a better product because I like the smokiness. If you don't like the smokiness, you would probably prefer the Xicaru. Does the aging help the Xicaru? Well, it doesn't hurt it, but age 2 to 4 months, at the least 2, at the most 4. Might depend on the batch or whatever, but the youngest mezcal in there is 2 years old. The oldest is 4 years, months. I mean to say months. So does all that little bit of aging make a difference? I haven't really noticed that it makes much difference aside from adding a little yellow tinge to it. So I would go with the El Silencio. I kind of thought that's what I would pick before I started the video. I thought I'm probably pick El Silencio, but naturally that's why you do the challenge, because you don't really know. They both have nice looking bottles, I have to admit, but I like the El Silencio a little better. I like that. It just looks not menacing. It's like classy, you know. But it is a twist cap, which I prefer because I hate trying to wrench those corks out of there. But I know corks are supposed to be more elegant. I don't know about rubber corks, maybe the cork, the actual cork. But final answer, take your pick. Price is the same. Availability, can't really comment on that because I don't know. Mezcal's kind of dicey anyway on availability. But what I consider buying both again, or what I recommend both, I would definitely consider buying both again, although in reality I never will. And what I recommend both, absolutely, I would say this one is a good one if you like the smokiness. And this is a good one if you prefer the more vegetative, earthy characteristics. But they're both smooth, easygoing, medium bodied, mostly dry finish. But there is sugariness in both of these. They both have that sugar water flavor, which any liquor has. But in my estimation, did the proof give this away? Also, the little higher proof. I think it did sort of help me tell it apart. That little 43% alcohol, but wasn't the main factor, but it did kind of help me figure it out. All right, so do I plan to do another mezcal taste challenge tomorrow? I do, and then Wednesday also. I know we're getting toward Thanksgiving. I guess Thanksgiving Day, maybe nothing will happen that day, but knowing me, it might. but if I have to skip it, that's no big tragedy. I've got about 4 or 5 left. I've got more mezcals coming. I don't think they're going to be that different from Xicaru, but I'll be glad to try them. And then it's back. We're going to make a big U-turn to the right, make a right U-turn, still be a U shape, and then go back around, and we're going back to rye whiskey next week. Rye whiskey. You say rye whiskey, what do you have? Jim Beam rye, the new one from last year, or is it the old one that they brought back? See, that's the mystery. Is it the one from 2015 that was discontinued after all those decades that they brought back? Or did they reformulate an old recipe, or just make up a totally new recipe and bring this thing into play? We don't know. They don't describe, they don't provide all those details. We just know, all we know is that up until 2015, there was a Jim Beam rye 80 proof, no age statement. And abruptly, 9 years later, it reappeared, or a rye whiskey reappeared called Jim Beam Rye 80 proof, no age statement. Can't say they're the same product, different label. In the interim, for the 9 years interim, there was a product called Jim Beam pre-prohibition style rye with a green label, which appeared to be popular. I saw a lot of videos for it. People talked about it, and it was gone in a flash. So I can't explain it. All right, so that's it. See y'all tomorrow, God willing, for another taste challenge.